Hey there, Kenneth French of Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. We're very, very happy you stopped by. Either you're going to watch this or listen to this because you want to take your business to the next level. You're probably an entrepreneur who's either just starting out or you've been around for quite a while and you want to take your business to the next level. You're probably a real estate investor, maybe even a real estate agent, maybe a professional or of some sort, professional advisor of some sort. And well, you are stopping by because you need some valuable advice from one of the top industry leaders there is. Anyway, thank you very much. Once again, Kenneth French, Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. Really glad you stopped by. Using artificial intelligence. We at vastsolutionsgroup.com are huge believers in AI. And, there's so many people that say, I don't need AI. I don't need all that technology. Well, just jokingly, yeah, I say you're going to die, but maybe it might be right. It might be real. Your business might die. It's really high time that you learned about AI. Everyone's saying, I think I know a little bit about AI. I might be, using it here and there. Well, it's high time that you actually really started to implement AI in your business. AI might not do away with your job, with your business, etc., but really someone who does AI will probably do away with your job or your business. Luckily, we have Ben Polley here, and he's going to be helping us to learn a little bit about AI. He's our AI specialist at vastsolutionsgroup.com. He is very well versed in helping business owners, solopreneurs, maybe even like you, to implement AI. Ben, thanks for being here, buddy.
Thank you very much, Kenneth, for the invitation. I'm happy to tell you more about AI now. Yeah, it's true. Like Kenneth was saying already, AI is changing everything. And the thing about AI is what you should know. It's really fast-paced industry. So what you see right now is not how it's going to be in 1 year. So you always have to be up to date. Mm-hmm. And most importantly, you have to understand that without AI, you're lost already. Like you need it for your business. It's the main component of businesses these days because every business is using it, whether they charge or not. So here we go about we talk about the Vastcast, the webinar software. We're doing the thing right now, the talk. And when we talk about your business, if you want to attract more people to your business, you need to understand that you can get the people through the, let's say, traditional marketing channels, but when it comes to about keeping your customers and kind of informing them about your new features, about your product or service, and keeping them up to date, you also need to keep your AI up to date, and that is what we're going to talk about today. And so the way we start this is let's talk about the software that you might already use, which is Vastcast. This is the software you can host your webinars on. So you can use it to create a webinar and get people, potential clients on your cast, on your webinar. Once you have those people in there, these days you probably will still need to be present, during the talk. So you will have to talk to the people. You will have to sit there manually and answer all the questions by clients that might come up. And so imagine now when we talk about AI and the thing that you are going to solve with your business and your product or service. Now imagine back then when you were starting whatever it is that you're doing right now with as a business owner. Back then you had to maybe study. You had to have a college degree. You needed to have all this different knowledge in your mind to even start providing value to some other business. But these days, fortunately, thanks to AI, you don't even have to, get this, let's say, educational, the traditional education. So what you can do is figure out ways how to implement AI for your business. And so what I mean by this is, Ken and I were just talking about this yesterday when it comes to the Vastcast itself, actually. When you want to get new clients on board, if you want to get new clients to your business and you want to have them, to pay for your service, obviously they need to be interested in whatever it is that you're offering.
Yep.
And besides just, being interested in what it is that they're offering, or what you're offering, they want to have some sort of feeling that you always one edge ahead, right? Like that you're the competing, like that you're the best competitor, so to say. And so with AI, you can achieve this. Let's talk about this Vastcast, like this webinar. So we create a webinar. You can create your webinar on the Vastcast software. You can talk about whatever it is that you're doing. But now imagine you don't even have to talk about this anymore, because everything is automated already thanks to AI. So what I mean by this is,
Yeah.
like I said, back in the days, you had to have like the traditional education, and then you were able to provide value to your customer. Now, you don't even have to have this like knowledge even. What you can, but the only thing you need to understand is you need to know how to leverage AI, how to ask the right questions. But I mean, I maybe it might be a good example. Like I know how to code, I know the basic understandings, but when it comes to automating everything and implementing AI, guess what? I use AI to automate everything and do it. So the same thing you should do, whether you're a lawyer, helping people with their tax concern, or whether you are, a commercial loan originator, like whoever you are, you need to understand, you need to ask the right questions with AI. And so that is the beauty about Vascast also. Like you have the tool at your hand already. Like you have the tool to create the funnel for your potential clients, so you can host your webinars there. But now guess what we can offer you also is to automate this entire process. Like I said, back in the days, you had to have like all the knowledge yourself. You were just sitting there, maybe in your pajamas, answering the questions in the chat box, like from customers and potential clients. Now imagine you sit there, but you don't even think, like, because everything is automated already. So you might not even sit there, and because of AI, you could host a webinar and then just let the webinar be the webinar. So you can do whatever it is that you do, like use your time more effectively, maybe, informing, because clients, they will be informed because of AI. They will be informed. Like what I mean by this. So if they have any questions about your software, about your product, service, whatever it is, thanks to the solution that we're building with vastsolutionsgroup.com, we actually can help you out at the moment. We can automate this for you. So if clients, if they have questions, if whatever it is, they want to know about your business, the product, the service, whatever it is that you're offering, and they have specific questions about it, these questions will be answered if you're sitting there or not. And this is because of AI. And this is what we can do for you. And so, besides just automating the entire webinar and automating the, let's say, road when it comes to informing people, just keep in mind that all your business or everything that you used to do in the past, when it comes to automating things, when it comes to providing like value to people, keep in mind that with AI, it's a different time these days. Back in the days, a college degree even. Let's say myself, I used to do a business master's degree and a master's degree in business analytics. And probably back in the days, just the degrees probably would have a lot of value, like in the labor market, right, in the job market. So I probably could just apply with the degrees, and then a company would know this guy, he's our guy, he can do the things for us. These days, yeah, it's still, I think, valuable that I have those degrees, but there's a lot of other people also these days, if they know that they can AI, that they can basically do the same things that I'm able to do at this state.
100%. It's incredible how far AI is going. Actually, I'm going to tell a story. This might help some of our viewers and listeners to understand a little bit. So, we've been, I personally first found AI years ago, but in 2010, I really got interested in it. 2018, we actually had basically a deployable AI solution, if you will, and we called it at the time Einstein, which we still actually call it Einstein. Now, the thought was we're going to actually use AI to lower tax liability, number one, usually for entrepreneurs, usually real estate investors, and then also really for number two, help with the finances or retirement planning for let's say small business owners, again, usually real estate investors. And then basically what happened was November hit. And what was that? OpenAI. Now that hit us like a ton of bricks. It actually put us behind because we were so far ahead, and then all of a sudden OpenAI came and just crushed us. Now, we at that time need to do something different. So we were looking at ways of, systematizing or making a system that would help us service our clients, and then also maybe even get new clients, and then hopefully we could repackage that system, whatever that was, and offer that to our clients. That's how we came up with Vastcast, which obviously, Ben, you're working on. Now, me as a business owner, I wanted to automate things. I want passive income. So what I wanted to do is come up with a software that would produce webinars. Webinars are a huge revenue producing vehicle because it gets people into, as you mentioned, the funnel. It gets people into the funnel. And if we can automate that, then use AI to follow up with the people, and then use AI to, well, truly help onboard clients and maybe even provide some services all based on the webinar that we call VastCast software. It really becomes this. It becomes a funnel. It becomes meaning for new clients, new prospects, I should say, and then the onboarding, and then the product or service. So really what we're trying to do is do the exact same thing that we're doing for ourselves. We're trying to automate things, and one way of doing it is VastCast, that software. Now, we are not only really doing this process here that we're doing today to market our product or our service, that being our webinar, but also, hey, to show the importance of AI, number one. Also, number two, maybe show the importance of automation. And if there's some business owners out there that can learn from what we're doing, who knows, maybe that'll keep them from losing their business to someone who is doing exactly what we're doing, and, making a funnel, onboarding new clients, and then who knows, providing a service all based on AI. And I think it's a huge project, but the fruits of our labor are no doubt showing up, and it's based on what you're doing.
Yes, exactly, Kenna. And also what you were saying, it's important to understand that with AI, everyone knows about it. Everyone knew when GPT were coming up, right? When the general public had access to it and could ask questions. But still, if you're a business owner, you still have a big advantage over your competitors if you know how to use it correctly. Because most people these days, they know AI exists. They kind of know about the dangers about it, also about like what it could do to society as a whole. But the thing is, most people still are not as informed when it comes to kind of doing things yourself. And so this is what we can help you out with, actually, with vastsolutionsgroup.com. So whatever it is, whatever area of business that it is that you're doing, we have the knowledge, like we have the expertise, and we can actually help you to leverage AI to, solve all the problems for your clients and provide value. Like I said, back in the days, people, they were manually trying to get all this knowledge and by that provide value. But these days, ask one question to ChatGPT and you get an answer better than any professor could tell you how it actually is, right? And so I think it's really important to understand that you need to stay ahead. You need to understand that with AI, it's the ultimate tool to, automate your business and become better at whatever it is that you're doing.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. This has been huge. Hopefully it's going to be helpful for some of our listeners and viewers out there. So what are some of the tools that you found helpful in your AI journey specifically? I don't know, maybe apps or maybe some websites that you think would be helpful to maybe a real estate agent or maybe a real estate maybe investor to help better their lives in business?
True. Good question. So there's like several AIs out there, right? Like you said, even like vastsolutionsgroup.com, we had Einstein, right? But to be honest, like ChatGPT, most of the time will answer all of the questions. Like when it comes to text input, then there's like Raw AI, right? Like you have AI that's even creating entire video sequences. And yeah, it's crazy, like what AI actually is able to do. You can create pictures based on text input. So that being said, when you start doing this, when you start using the AI, the way to start this is, when I started this is, it was just out there, right? Like it was crazy. At the beginning, you start like asking these simple questions like, how are you doing? And can you tell me what might be a good business plan, for example, right? So AI could already start doing this for you, like writing a business plan. But then I understood myself that, when it comes to more, let's say this, for this technical knowledge, that AI can even write entire code for me. So back in the days, like I said, I have this, general coding knowledge. I know how to build an app. I know how to build a software. But now with AI, it's completely changing the game because like the programmer itself, for example, or now if you said like a commercial loan originator, like back in the days, you really had to know the fundamentals to succeed. But now with AI, if there's something you have in your mind, if there's any vision you have that you want to accomplish, with AI, you can do it if you ask the right questions. You can get the code written for you. You can get whatever it is, whatever the business outcome should be, you can get it. The most important thing is that you need to understand like what questions to ask and how to implement your vision. Like it starts with vision, and based on that, you can get your outcome, whatever it is. But you need to understand how to ask the right questions and how to, let AI work for you the best way.
How about this, Ben? I appreciate you spending time with me here. This has been huge. So give me some kind of, let's say I'm a real estate agent, and I want to do something. I want to, let's say, implement some type of AI to my business because I'm kind of disjointed. I'm a slave to my business. I shouldn't use that term, but I will. What are some products or services, or maybe even services that you provide that can help me as a business owner to become more efficient and deploying, AI as an example?
Good question. Yeah. So as a real estate agent, for example, like your client base, this is basically the foundation of your business, right? Like as a real estate agent, you need to know people in order to do business, and you need to understand like what is the process of like starting a deal to finishing, to when it comes to finishing a deal and processing everything and closing a deal. And so with AI, what you can do, of course, is like already automate this entire kind of network of people that you might have. Like you can create a funnel for this. Actually, we could do this for you. Create a funnel so that all the clients that you have in your network, this can be like processed already. Like it can be ranked. Like what client is more, let's say, effective in terms of doing business than another client. So this is possible with AI. And then, of course, like the entire process of, when it comes to the term sheet, to the closing the deal, like the entire process, this can be done entirely with AI. And the thing is, and that's the, let's say, the competitive edge that you will have that other people will not have, is if you know how to leverage AI with doing everything and doing all of that. Because when you back in the days when you knew how to do the process, still people still do this. They know the process. They do this, let's say, manually. But it will so much faster than when you use AI. You will so much faster, and the outcomes will be so much better. Like your business, it will grow, exponentially, literally, because you get the funnel automated, like the clients ranked, who is going to be the best to work with. And besides this, like the entire process, term sheet to closing the deal, everything is being automated. And you basically, what AI is doing is, back in the days, you used to have your brain, like you used to know how to use your brain and have a brain, hopefully also. But these days, like even if you like, I don't know, don't have a brain, or don't think at all, it's no problem. Like AI can do everything for you. But
AI can really do, yeah. That's pretty funny.
You need to understand like how to ask the right questions. I think this is really important, and this is what we can help you out with, of course, with vastsolutionsgroup.com.
I understand. Thank you. So we have about 5 minutes. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and let's see if AI can solve the following issues. I just want a yes or no, just a yes or no. Can AI, let's say I'm a real estate, let's say agent. I keep picking on that industry. I don't know why, but let's say a real estate agent. Could AI help me with my social media? Yes or no?
Yes, to a certain extent. I mean, these days AI, so you will have the platform available to ask all the questions how to do something. But at the end of the day, I mean, when you have your own, let's say, social media account, you will still be, at this point in time, you still have to do this. Like you still have to, create a post and, create an account. But who knows? At some point, this might be automated as well. However, when it comes to creating a post, then again, you can ask the right questions, like how can I create it most effectively? How can I market it most effectively? And so all the questions that back in the days we used to have consultants for, maybe eventually, like all these questions will be answered for you. Like the only thing you need is purpose. You need to have a vision, and then AI can execute it for you.
Yep. I love it. Can AI automate my onboarding of clients? Yes or no?
Yes, totally. So you have, like I said, you have a Vastcast, you have like some, whatever it is, like whatever software webinar you're using. Once you have like some, let's say, source, people will come. Like once you have something people get attracted to, you can automate the entire process of, people watching it until becoming recurring customers. Yes.
Yep. Could AI kind of offer, let's say, what's the best way to say it? Send some service, or let's say I have a product. Let's say I'm a real estate investor. No, let's say I'm a real estate agent and I have a product. Sometimes, how I sell books, let's just say, because I'm a real estate agent, I want someone to, learn how to stage a home as an example. Can I automate that process? If someone wants to email me and then automatically I email them something using AI, maybe my book, is that possible with AI? Yes or no?
Yes, totally. So what's possible is there's something called intent understanding. So basically, what I mean by this is with AI, like you can train it in a way that it will understand the source of questions, like it will understand the meaning behind it, and then it will get you an automated response. And that, like the way Kenna was asking this, if someone is having a question, let's say about like a real estate agent, and is asking the agent, then all these questions can be funneled like correctly, can be filtered, and then the best answers being given by AI. And funnily enough, like now that you said, like, writing a book and selling the book, I mean, like I said, again, like back in the days, you probably would have to write the book yourself. But if you know how to do it correctly, like even like this entire book can be written with AI. Here's the thing though, people will understand if there's like a human component to it or if it's, just the machine. I mean, there's something it's interesting because there's like this like this key component which AI, I mean, at this point in time cannot fake, and that this is this human component, right? Like there's always this human touch to something because we're humans, we are not perfect, right? I mean, whatever it is that we do, we have problems and we make mistakes. And AI, I mean, also is doing some mistakes, but when it comes to creating text and when it comes to giving responses, it's nearly perfect, and it's too perfect actually to be true. And so, yeah, be careful how you do it, so that when you, let's say, offer something and you offer it as it was written by yourself, when you write it with AI, keep in mind to adapt it so that people will not recognize whether it's written by you.
Yep.
Or by
And you can't get that granular, obviously, and make it so it kind of comes from your voice. So we have maybe a minute left. So what's the way that people can get a hold of you? I'm assuming go to the website, vastsolutionsgroup.com. Is that true?
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
and then ask for Ben. They can call 888-808-8278, which is VAST. Again, 888-808-8278, and they can ask for Ben. Or, of course, they can contact us, again, as I mentioned, on the web at vastsolutionsgroup.com. My email, kenner@vastsolutionsgroup.com, or they can go to info@vastsolutionsgroup.com. I think what we're trying to get across here is AI can do a lot more things than people would actually imagine. Really, the only ceiling to AI is our brain. Whatever you could come up with, AI can probably get it done. If not now, down the road. It's time, high time that you looked at AI. If you don't think you could get whatever it is done, whatever solution you need done, check us out at, again, vastsolutionsgroup.com. Ben, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully you've had some fun. We're going to be talking AI a lot with at vastsolutionsgroup.com, and I'm glad you're along here with us for this journey.
Yes, thank you very much, Kenna. It's been a pleasure, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun talking about this. And yeah, keep in mind, whoever is watching right now, yeah, keep in mind just to really, be up to date and stay ahead of the edge, and don't miss the opportunity now. Because like many people, they know about it, but they don't know how to ask the questions. And this is exactly where we, like vastsolutionsgroup.com, where we will come into play. Like this, where we can help you.
There we go. Thanks, everybody. Nice.